It was a ski trip that almost didn't happen. Jill Foss showed up to Austin Bergstrom International Airport on a holiday weekend to catch her Via Air flight from Austin to Steamboat Springs, Colorado. When she showed up, Via Air canceled the flight over a mechanical problem.
They said, do whatever it takes to get there. You'll have full reimbursement for all expenses.
What did that mean to you?
To me, all charges associated with the fees to get to my final destination.
Trusting Via Air's word to pay her back, Foss spent $770 on a ticket on another airline. The same thing happened to Brian and Kelly Hassler.
So we weren't that upset at that time. It was inconvenient.
Their family of 6 was supposed to fly Via Air to Austin from Steamboat. Via Air, the Hasslers say, told them to do what they needed to do to get home, and the airline would reimburse them.
And, said, hey, is this okay? Do you need to talk to your manager about this? This is what we're going to do. And she, put us on hold, went and talked to her supervisor, and then came back and said, yes, that's what they want you guys to do.
$5,000 in emergency holiday weekend plane tickets later, the Hasslers were on a flight home to Austin. But weeks later, the Hasslers and Foss say it started becoming harder to get Via Air on the phone. We discovered it's a similar story for dozens of people who have filed complaints with TripAdvisor, the USDOT, and the Better Business Bureau, which has given Via Air an F rating. The bulk of the complaints dealt with Via Air's customer service.
That is a Via Air email. They're a legitimate complaint. These people are due their money, and they should pay it.
We tracked down Fashana Alexander, a Via Air call center worker. Up until a couple of weeks ago, she says the pressure of multiple daily complaint calls over the airline's cancellations drove her to quit.
Some of these names I kind of recognize.
And she backed up the stories we found. Via Air was making reimbursement promises with stranded customers and not following through. On top of that, Alexander says her Via Air bosses gave the call center reps no clear reimbursement policy.
And our hands are tied. There was nothing we could do to help somebody in a situation. Nobody wants to go into a job of customer service and you can't provide the customer the service. That's the difference. We couldn't provide the customer the service.
What it boils down to is customers were being told one thing over the phone and Via Air was failing to follow through.
That's what it boils down to.
We have a clear to departure. Enjoy the flight.
We traveled 1,100 miles for answers from Via Air executives in Orlando. Are there things we've told you about how this call center is operating that you didn't know before?
I would say yes. I did not know that there was so many misinformation coming out of the call center.
Via Air Vice President Dominic Acevedo says Via Air's policy is to put someone on his airline's next flight or to give a voucher for a future flight. But we showed Acevedo the emails his company sent the Hassler family, Jill Foss, and other customers offering cash reimbursements.
After this conversation, that is definitely something that I'm going to address. I'm going to personally look into this and make sure that we come to some type of resolution quickly, because I don't want these issues to continue. But going forward, we are going to resolve these issues. We are going to build infrastructure as we grow as an airline.
5 months later, Jill Foss and the Hasslers are still waiting on those reimbursement checks. It sounds at this point like you may never get repaid.
Oh, I'm planning on it. It may cost me more to get it back, but it's principal at this point.